Alright, hi. Last thing that I did, I made the gray box last time. Last thing I did here doesn't look very different at all. I think I updated some of the positions of these spheres, the ones marking where you can move to. The last thing that I did, it's not visible, but I updated all of the positions here so they're all under one thing in the hierarchy. Each one, so each one is a move position. So this desk right here. Each of these is one of these positions that you can move to. Um, and under each one has the pan targets. So from here you can look towards the dining room, or you can look towards the hall over here. The blue arrow is going to be forwards. That is the z-axis. Um, so yeah, each of these has pan targets. So it's quite a few here. Under the canvas, there are all the buttons. So each one, same thing, matches the different positions. Each one has that has its own. Again, the buttons will look like this on the side, and then there will also be one in the middle for moving when it is an option. Um, I'm still working through the best way to change the buttons, which ones are active, or change what buttons do what in the script when you move. I was going to start doing it where I knew it wasn't going to be super efficient, but you press the button and it would pass in the target you're aiming for, as well as a list of the buttons that should be active when facing that direction. And then it would update the buttons and go through all of the buttons in the scene, and make sure they're all sets to deactivate all of them, and then go through all the buttons that you passed in and activate all of those. Not very efficient because, of course, that's going through all, I think, 60 buttons because there's 60 different pan targets currently. So yeah, not very efficient at all. But it turns out that buttons don't actually work that way, and buttons can only call functions that have one argument. Um, so hypothetically, we look at one of these buttons here, um, and yeah, it says missing. It says pan camera is missing because it's no longer here, even though it is still a uh, public method. Actually, I could probably also explain that in case I did it before. The way the buttons work, they have an on click here. You pass in a object, so I drag the main camera over here. You can see that right here, and it grabs the camera movement script attached to it automatically. Um, Well, actually, it doesn't do it automatically, but it will do it when you click on this and you go down to camera movement. And these are all but move camera here are um, innate. They're already there no matter what. And you can add your own like move camera here by making them public. If they're public, then the buttons can find them. But again, it can't see this because it has two arguments here. Turns out buttons cannot call functions with two arguments. But since move camera only has one, again, you can still see it on that list. All of this has been reorganized, um, and all of the positions and uh, pan targets have been added to each um, position. Now, just got to work out the issues with the scripting, and figure out the best way to do the movement. Um, but yeah, so that'll be next. But this is where I'm at so far. Again, if you have any questions, or if I'm missing something super obvious with an efficient way to change the camera movement, or to change the which buttons are available based on which way you're facing or which pan target you're facing, let me know. I mean, do it kindly, but let me know. Um, So yeah, feel free to comment any questions, concerns. Thank you. Bye.